good games. That's what this show is called. PC, console, tabletop, or arcade. We want to share what we love with the world. I'm your host, Renessa, and today I'm joined by Blinch and Finwall from the world of Loop Hero, a game from the Fourquarters Team and Devolver that pulls you into a timeless loop of never-ending chaos. Now, like I said, I'm here with Blinch and Finwall. Could you each, we'll start with Blinch, introduce who you are and what you do on Loop Hero?
Yeah, we part of Fourquarters Team, who developed this game, obviously, and I composer and sound designer of this game, and game designer as well, Finlal.
And I'm one of the artists and one of the programmers. Like, we have four people. Blinch, who makes everything that can make sound in the game, and our main artist Deceiver, and our main programmer Dmitry Logutov. And I am just doing something with like everything except for the music. I do some of the art, some of the code, and some of the balancing, and like.
Yeah, in Little Team, our roles is crossed in every possible way. So we accept our main role. We do a lot of additional stuff for the game.
But lately it's mostly programming because I need to fix bugs and all that.
Yes, this is launch day that they are doing this interview with us, so we are very lucky to get their time. For people out there who haven't seen Loop Hero or are wondering what it is, how do you describe the game?
Oh, it's most difficult part to describe it in to somehow simple. It's brand new unique game with your little hero who just going in loop, and you try to make his way to most difficult as he can get it, and improve himself, but you not directly control him, and he tried to solve it by himself.
Got it.
Something like
Got it.
yeah,
So
it's not
controlled
easy.
by
It's not
placing
easy.
tiles.
Yeah, so you are doing what you can to design this loop, but the game sort of plays itself, so you only have so much control.
Kind of. We don't know the genre ourselves, and we are very interested of what it actually is. If the people come up with a good genre, we will be happy.
So
it's always funny to see how people to try to describe it. It's every time it's different.
So for people watching the video, if you've played Loop Hero and you can give these guys any idea on the genre, comment, let them know, and they'll be able to put a genre on the Steam page. So this is a new type of game, but we're all gamers. We all came from somewhere. What games sort of inspired Loop Hero? What games did it come from for you guys?
It's not some specific games which inspired Loop Hero, but maybe some type of game we love. It's have effect on some system in the game, like maybe we really like to some action RPG like Diablo, and there you can see some item build system in Loop Hero, for example. Yeah, maybe it's effect, but it's not direct inspiration. It's hard to some name specific.
There is one direct inspiration behind the art. Our artist doesn't hide it. It's Disciples 2. He just loves it, and
But Disciples 2 inspired all time, not for game.
Like all of his art is inspired by Disciples 2.
Yeah, it just all his life is inspired by Disciples 2. So
got it. So
just
we can imagine.
Don't remind him that Disciples 3 exists.
I'll remember that. So for each of you, Finlau, what's the game you most remember from your childhood?
Fallout 2.
Okay. Blinch, how about you?
It's Russian game, Space Rangers. It's pretty good here. It's still all. It's how it name right? It's all get all good. I don't remember how it translates.
Nice. So back to Loop Hero. Now that we know where the art came from, and then everything else came from the void. When you were creating the game, were there any really big surprises? Like a big change from where you thought you were going to end up?
Big surprises that we finish it. And the game works well. It's most biggest surprise. But in serious, maybe it's not developed side, but we really it's surprise for us how good people
receive it.
Yeah. How many people like it, because we was thinking it was really small release for lack of people who like some unique games, but it's actually not. It's really
it's a very incremental game type.
Yeah,
we shock it by numbers of people who enjoy it, and all these numbers. It's just crazy.
Yeah, and we're only on the beginning of launch, so we'll see where it goes. Now, players don't need the newest hardware to play this game. If you had to guess, what's the oldest setup that could run Loop Hero?
We actually did the tests, and I think the oldest was from 2005.
Okay.
That launched Loop Hero reliably, and probably not because of the processing power. The older computers couldn't do it, but because of the operating system and the backward compatibilities. I think it was more of a software problem. But hey, maybe
we have no chance to try it on more older system. Maybe it'll even run. I don't know. Maybe Pentium 2, for example. I don't know. It will be pretty funny, actually.
I think it's a cool concept to have a game that runs on anything, and the challenges are how you think about the game, not how many frames you get and how fast you can click.
Right now you can get on my computer it's about 1,000 frames, so pretty good number, I'd say.
Yeah, so we need better monitors in order to play, because we need those 1,000 FPS monitors.
It's suited for keyboard sport already, so yeah.
Perfect. One review that I read said you don't control the game controls you. Now that sounds a little dark. What exactly did they mean by that?
I think it was
it was kind of joke, but maybe he mean it's you must to react how game goes, and always to try to change your tactics for it and change your road, and maybe.
Now, I asked this before the interview during sound check, and we established that we cannot have spoilers or a producer will get very unhappy because he loves this game. But do you have a favorite boss that's in the game?
For me, it's maybe Lich, because and it's first one. It's not spoiler big, so I can say freely for it, because Lich have he interact with your road, and you must keep it in mind when you play it. So other bosses not really have same ability for now, and that because Lich is really special.
Mm-hmm. Now, Finlal, do you have to go with no comment so that we save people the spoilers?
It's kind of a spoiler, so I won't be saying. I really like that boss's ability, but again, it's a pretty late boss.
What number? Okay, what number boss is it?
Number 3.
Number 3.
It's
okay.
Third boss, yeah.
Okay.
He's really cool. I like.
If you were to rank Loop Hero difficulty-wise, using standard games kind of to compare it to, where would you put it, right? So Dark Souls is the really, really really hard game in, I don't know, Minecraft, where you don't have to do anything, is the really easy game, where would you rank it?
It's a really hard question to answer, because like for me, Dark Souls is probably easier than Minecraft.
Okay, bad scale to pick. But is it meant to be a really challenging game, or is it meant to be interesting but not too hard?
It's maybe dependent, not the standard difficulty system, but it's more your skills for learning game mechanics. It's really depend on it's affected your how you feel this difficult, because we've seen some streamers who really learn deep for game mechanics, and they just beat game pretty quickly. But some people have some difficult because they not get how tiles works and some synergy things. So
Okay, fair. Now, last question for you guys, really. We are doing this interview right on launch day, but it's going to release a few days after this. But I really want to get your reactions to the launch. Is there anything, other than surprise at maybe your numbers, is there anything that has stood out to you, even if it's just how few bugs there are? What happened that you didn't expect with this launch?
I guess main feelings, it's we're really tired, and last it was a really hard year for every of us, and right now we're happy we finally realized game, and it's still many works to do for us, but mostly we're just happy we realize the game, and now we have chance to restore a little bit.
Okay.
And also, like there's not too many bugs, and we fixed all the critical ones already, I think, at which at least ones we know about. But still, it's amazing how fast people find those bugs. I mean, like it's such a high jump in pace from the development days. Like when you get a bug report, you have a whole day to fix it. You can be like very relaxed about it. Here, no. If there is a crash error, 10 people reported it already. Another 100 will report it in an hour. You have to fix it now and upload it now, and compiling takes about like 1.5 hours. And
yeah, it's most funny things. We have one secret in the game. I will not spoil it, but it's pretty hard to uncover it without any guide in internet. And after 1 hour a launch, there will not know some guide or something, and people uncover it and they find the bug here that crash the game, and that's just crazy. It's
it
1 hour
wasn't
after
a crash.
release.
It wasn't a crash.
Yeah, it was bug. It was not crash, but still they find the
What's
bug
even
in
funnier,
the secret.
It's such a weird. Like the boss has a name. The secret. Not boss. The secret enemy has a name, and like people found when you fight this secret enemy, if you switch the screen resolution, this enemy will change name. It's the comment from which we learned that people actually found this enemy. It was a topic it switches its name when you switch resolution. Why would you switch resolution when you fight a secret enemy? Like,
It was like a few weeks for people just uncover this enemy, but
oh gosh, what? Oh, that's I need to
we already
meet
fixed it,
whoever
but
discovered that. That okay, that was my exact question too. Who switches their resolution in the middle of a fight? Sure. Before I let you two go, is there anything that you want to promote or shout out, or just say what you will be doing to relax once the bug fixing ends? Your choice. Blinch, anything? Any closing thoughts you have?
After bugs fixing, we still have some space for balance improve, so it's still a lot of work, and I'm not sure there will be some vacation. And we're planning to add some new stuff, new classes, new tiles, so we will just improve the game as we can.
And I'm not even sure if there is a life after bug fixes anymore.
Okay, yes, Blinch?
You can done it, you can just, drop it. It's this process with bug fixing.
Okay, fair. Well, we just had about 15, 20 minutes of a break for bug fixing. So there's your vacation. You're welcome.
Get back to work now.
All right. Well, I really appreciated your time. For everybody watching, I hope you really enjoyed this. Go check out Loop Hero. Make sure that Blinch and Finlal's work is not in vain. You can check out the description on the video to find a link to the game and more about it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on our next episode of Good Games.